Okay, everybody, you ready to begin here? Okay, we'll begin. Okay. So, this is obviously north. This is going to be one of the maps that we're doing strategy-wise. So, I'm going to begin here by just talking about the loadout. We're going to be bringing Shikaku, 2 Bismarcks, a Chapayev, 4 Bensons, and a Z-23. So now, we want the Bismarcks to be secondary spec if possible. I think we can all agree that that's probably one of the better options for the Bismarck. So that's preferred. If not, anti-air is also fine. Yeah, Shikaku is going to be air superiority, not strike. I wanted to say strike there, but no, air superiority. Chapayev, obviously anti-air, fully maxed. Benson's. I think we're gonna take all anti-air spec. Yeah, I think anti-air spec is fine if we have all that for Benson players. And then besides that, the C-23, which I think is kind of a oddball player there. Haven't really seen it in Supremacy yet, or in competitive play at all. But it has Hydro, smoke is shit, but it has Hydro, so you can get up close and actually get into smoke clouds if, the opportunity is presented there. Its anti-air kind of sucks, but you have a lot of Bensons around it, so, can't complain too much. And then, other than that, its guns are actually pretty good, especially against ships like the Bismarck. I mean, you're just going to light that thing on fire and, do a lot of damage with AP. So, if we spawn heavy over here, where my mouse is right now, if you guys can see that. So what we're going to do is, obviously, the Shikaku, just kind of track around here. Maybe there, something like that, let's see, can I actually erase that? Sorry, wrong color. I'll start with Benson's first. Okay, Destroyers first here. So, I probably want to have, like, 2 or 3 of them come through D, and that's going to be, most likely, you're going to have, like, 3 Destroyers, 1, 2, 3, and you'll have, like, 2 over here. Most likely. I mean, if 3 spawn over here, not a huge deal, they can still make their way over there. So D, coming that way, doesn't really matter if the Z-23 is there or not. I mean, if you have an extra Benson with the fleet over by CB, which is where we're going to have the fleet at, probably preferred, but again, not a huge deal. After this happens, if they go AB and we're sure no one's there, they can, cut through then through C and flank around here, or the other option is to come around here this way and flank from behind. So that's what those 3 destroyers are going to be doing. And then you're going to have these 2 others over here, and you're going to have them, kind of skirt by B, try and scout a little bit. We're just going to ignore A completely. Skirt by B, and then we're going to go by C over here. Okay, so that's pretty much going to happen, and then, those 2 destroyers are just going to stay with the fleet the entire time. Let's see here, cruiser-wise, or actually, let's do battleships next here. So, I'm going to pick up blue for battleships. And we're only going to have 2 battleships. And you might think, it's kind of risky on a map like this, right? And, well, I kind of agree. At the same time, we're going to have a lot of destroyers, right? And the ability to take C and B with our destroyers is going to be huge. Even if their fleet goes CB, I'm not going to consider it a huge deal because we're going to have the flexibility to do what we need with our destroyers. I mean, they're probably going to take, 3 max destroyers, which really doesn't give them much leeway to say, okay, we're going to go for, this cap and that cap. They can really only go for 2. Worst case scenario, they go CB. We can have our fleet still there defending C, send 3 destroyers over to AB, still have 2 destroyers defending our fleet. We'll just be able to delete a destroyer if they have 1 destroyer come C, 1 destroyer come D. We're just going to mow them down. So anyways, let's get back to battleships here. What's going to probably end up happening, we're probably going to have 1 battleship here, one battleship back here, and what they're gonna do is they're kind of gonna converge close to B, you know, kind of where those destroyers are gonna be scouting, and then from there, they're just kind of gonna, you know, come around the corner, and if we know their fleet is coming over here towards AB, you know, then we can just sit our battleships in this area. So let me put down this yellow star here. This is like a key area right here, right? Okay, key area. Because we don't want to let them get B. B is one of the hardest caps to probably get, because you can't really send a destroyer and it's going to be spotted. So if we can defend B without taking it, that's kind of the goal. So we have the Bismarcks for a reason, and the same with the Z-23. They all have hydro. And if you're setting a ship right here, you can hydro this thing. You can hydro B here. You'll probably reach out to, like, you know, halfway in if you're sitting about right there. So really they can't take B, especially if we have the planes scouting B too. You know, if they aren't going there, and if they're actually sending ships over towards C, we can send the ship over towards C, the two battleships, right? Or even split them. You know, have one Bismarck kind of loiter around B here, and then go to C. It's really going to depend on where their fleet's going. So then they're pretty much just going to sit at C, the battleships, and you know, we're just going to have our two caps, right? As long as we can hold off B, we've got two caps. They have to come to us. My music stopped here. Let's start that up again. Start our music up. We need this music. Okay, yeah, let's get back. Let's get back here. Okay. So where was I? So I'm on to cruisers now. So we have one Chapayev. You know, again, you might think, one cruiser might be a problem. But again, the goal here is flexibility and the ability to cap two caps, right? And defend the third one. So with the Chapayev is, it doesn't really matter where it spawns. Again, you come down here, pretty much just going to sit right behind the island. You radar, you know, you'll probably reach out halfway into C, and you'll probably reach out like halfway into B, right? So again, you'll be able to spot these two places for us. If we need help at C, you can go there. If no one's at C, obviously you could sit over here by the battleship. It doesn't really matter. Destroyers, we're going to have two destroyers mainly sit with the fleet. And I think that's important because you need at least two with them just to smoke them up, you know, when they need smoke and things like that. And then let's just get to the carrier here. So one more color. This light color, it's close to battleship, but obviously someone didn't think that color through. But anyways, CV, I honestly don't care. If you're feeling daring and, you know, we don't really know or don't really think they're going to be coming through C or B anytime soon, go ahead, send Shikaku right down there, right? You know, right behind that island. Give us that extra AA. Risky, yeah, but if they're not coming that way, I don't see why not. But if they are coming, you know, strong through BC, then I think, you know, this island right here is probably the better option. You're still close, can support the battle, do whatever. Your main targets are going to be scouting. So scouting over here first, because D's probably going to be what we cap first, and scouting C, and then just right here by the destroyer, or right here by the side of B, where these battleships are going to be. So that's kind of the main idea there. You know, for North, not really much torpedo spotting because we're going to have a flank here, and unless one of their enemy destroyers comes all the way around here, pretty much going to spot them. And I probably wouldn't even worry about this until, like, you know, 10 minutes into the game, which at that point, the game's pretty much decided. But it's going to be scouting these main three parts here, or at least in between BC. That's going to be like the major part that we're trying to scout for. And, you know, if we spawn heavy over here, heavy towards AB side, I'm still going to want to try and run this because I don't think battleships are going to spawn over here. And even if they do, again, they're just going right here. Destroyers are going to be pretty fast regardless. They can just mow right down through here. Worst case scenario, we actually send destroyers through A, right? Destroyers A, background, and flank that way. If there's more, a lot over here, like 3 and 2 over here. That could be really the only thing I see changing. Even then, it's going to be situational. I'd probably say CB is best because D's kind of out of the way, and they can kind of flank around. But anyways, that's all I have for North.